Welcome to Coffee Recipes by Baked, Brewed, Beautiful. I'm Cheyenne, and today we'll be making an iced oat milk pumpkin spice latte. This will let you enjoy the flavors of fall in the summer. Let's get started. To make an iced oat milk pumpkin spice latte, we have to start out by making the pumpkin spice mixture. This is similar to a pumpkin spice syrup. So you'll go ahead and get your pumpkin pie spice ready, your pumpkin puree ready, your brown sugar, and your oat milk. I like to use a Barista blend oat milk just because I think it tastes a lot better. The difference between a Barista blend and a regular oat milk is that there's more oils, which just makes it taste a little bit better. So I highly recommend. There's a number of brands that you can find online or in the stores, but it just should say Barista blend on the carton that you get. So we're going to start out by putting all of the ingredients here into the bowl. Usually you can do this over the stovetop in a saucepan because we're going to heat it up shortly after this, but just so I can show you one ingredient at a time, I'm going to do it in a bowl today. So we're going to start out by adding the pumpkin pie spice right away, and that's 1 teaspoon. Then we're going to go ahead and add in 2 teaspoons of pumpkin puree. Then we have our 1/3 cup of brown sugar, dump that in, and 1/2 cup of Barista blend oat milk. Pour that in. And you will just whisk that together. So what I would do next is I'm going to go ahead and put this on the stovetop and heat it up on a medium heat until it starts to steam. So you'll have to watch it. As you're whisking it, make sure the sugar fully dissolves as well as the pumpkin puree. You want to have a smooth mixture. It's important to not let it boil when you're heating it up because that'll ruin the whole mixture. So just watch it carefully. Keep it on a medium to low heat if you're nervous about it boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the stovetop and then bring it back and we'll proceed with the rest of the recipe. So I just removed my pumpkin spice mixture from the stove and I transferred it from the saucepan into my bowl here. And next we're going to go ahead and add the vanilla extract. So you'll be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract into here. And we'll just stir that up quickly. Great. And let me remove this. So now we're getting to the point where we can transfer this pumpkin spice mixture into our cheesecloth and glass. So I'll explain a little bit about this first. Alright, so in here I have my pumpkin spice mixture and it's a little bit thick, so we need to thin it out. So I've got my glass and I have a cheesecloth on top of it, and then I wrapped a rubber band around the rim just to keep it in place. And I also pushed my hand into the cheesecloth a little bit before I put the rubber band on, just to create a little basket for my pumpkin spice mixture to sit in. So what you'll do, you'll go ahead and transfer this mixture into here and you'll just let it drip for a while. Mine is folded over 4 times just to make sure none of the pumpkin puree gets in. I really like a thin pumpkin spice mixture, but maybe you don't mind if a little pumpkin puree gets in, so you could just fold it over once or twice, or not at all if you don't mind a little pumpkin puree in your pumpkin spice latte drink. So let's transfer it now. So you might have to do a few different rounds of adding the pumpkin spice mixture to your cheesecloth just because there's not a ton of room for it to sit, so it'll take a while for it to fall. You can also go ahead and stir it with a fork or a spoon on top. And that might speed up the process. Alright, so if it's kind of slowing down, you can go ahead and try to speed it up by squeezing it as it gets to the end here. Just a little pro tip to help you out. Be careful though, it might come out of the top if it's really full. So now that we have made our pumpkin pie spice mixture, it's in this one right here, we're going to go ahead and proceed to make our iced oat milk pumpkin spice latte. So to do that, I went ahead and got my glass ready with ice cubes, and you're welcome to do that too now. And then you'll need 1 cup of Barista blend oat milk, or 3/4 cup, it just depends on your preference. You'll need 2 shots of espresso. You'll also need 1 tablespoon of the pumpkin pie spice mixture that you just made. And I have whipped cream here that I just literally whipped up. And that's just with powdered sugar and heavy whipping cream. And you'll just whisk that together until you see like stiff peaks forming. So let's go ahead and put this drink together. I'm so excited. So first, let's add the milk. Surprised I didn't spill that. Then we'll go ahead and add our espresso, followed by our pumpkin spice mixture. And then you'll stir that together. I just used my little straw here because one less thing to clean. And then if you want to put your whipped cream on top, go ahead and do that now. And if you want to be really fancy, you can actually grab a sprinkle more of the pumpkin pie spice and sprinkle it on top. And we're going to be fancy today, and we're going to sprinkle it on top, and you can kind of see it. It's so pretty. So that is how you make an iced oat milk pumpkin spice latte. It's fairly simple, and you can enjoy the wealth for a few days because you have your pumpkin spice mixture that you made. So you probably have enough to make like 2 to 3 more drinks. So share it with your friends and family and enjoy the flavors of fall. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I really hope that you'll come back for new videos every Thursday. Happy brewing! So good.